As an intermittent faster, I'm often asked, can you take breaks? Are there cheats? How do you handle vacations? And I'm going to give you my very simple answer in this video today. When I go on vacation, people ask me, do you keep your regular schedule? Do you allow yourself greater flexibility? Do you fast the entire time? And I just went on a Disney 8-day vacation. I'm going to tell you how I approached it. Did I stop tracking my fast? Absolutely not. Did I make myself hit my normal 18-hour minimum? Also absolutely not. I gave myself much more flexibility than I do on a regular basis, but I still tracked what I did. So I threw my 18-hour minimum out the window and I simply allowed myself to break my fast whenever I wanted. And then I would close my eating window also when I wanted. I still tracked my hours. I still tracked my fast because I want that data. I don't want to break my streak, but I was no longer worried about minimums. I give myself the flexibility to do things that I don't do on a normal basis when I'm on vacation. Because I got rid of the 18-hour minimum, I woke up one morning, we went to breakfast, and I generally don't eat breakfast, but a breakfast bowl looked and smelled amazing, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna have that today. I broke my fast at 14 hours, 15 minutes. That was my shortest fast, but I didn't stress about it. I allowed myself to break the fast because there was food that I wanted, it was opportune, and I did it. But I still tracked my hours because I still want to keep my streak going. Yes, it was a shorter fast than normal, but I still had a 14-hour and 15-minute fast. And then I closed my eating window that night, I ate the foods that I wanted, and I started over. And here's the other thing. Just because I didn't make myself get to 18 hours doesn't mean I wasn't allowed to. In fact, out of my 8 days at Disney, 4 of them, I actually fasted at least 18 hours. And it wasn't on purpose. It was just based on opportunity, foods. Some days I knew I wanted to eat at a particular park. I wanted to get to Epcot for their food and wine festival. I was happy to fast all day so that I was very hungry when I got there. I was ready to eat and I enjoyed my eating window there. There was nothing earlier in the day that I wanted to break my fast for before that. And that wasn't based on rules. That wasn't based on me being strict. That was simply prioritizing the foods that I wanted on vacation. And it worked out really well. You can see my data here for the week. You can see I had a variety of fasts, everything from the 14 hours and 15 minutes up to the 28.5-hour fast. That was the day that we got there. I fasted our entire travel. It was just easier. Nothing at our small Kalamazoo airport caught my eye. I didn't need to drink something special on the plane. And I fasted the entire trip. It actually made it quite easy. Took our shuttle to the resort, got unloaded, and then we went to Disney Springs and had dinner. That was a nice long fast to get my day started, get my vacation started. I really enjoyed my dinner that night, and it was a great kickoff to vacation. But it wasn't based on a rule that I had to do something. I just waited for that dinner because that sounded better than anything else earlier in the day. And that's just how I approached the entire week. I would know what our day plans are. What do I want to eat where? I'd look up fun things to eat at different parks or Disney Springs, depending on where we were for the day. And I didn't let time dictate what was important to me. It was all about the foods I wanted to eat. Another relaxation that I did that I normally wouldn't do is I didn't do a clean fast while I was there. Generally, I stick to unflavored water, unflavored tea, unflavored black coffee, and that's what I have all day, every day while I'm fasting. However, when we were at Disney, you can buy refill mugs for, I think, $22, and you can get as much soda, coffee, hot chocolate that you want in those mugs during your entire stay. So while I was there, I had a lot of Coke Zero. I also chewed gum on both the travel day to and from my house, and I didn't want to fly without gum. So I made exceptions that I normally wouldn't do. I normally don't have mint and gums while I'm fasting. I normally don't have diet sodas or anything flavored in my drinks while I'm fasting. However, I gave myself that relaxation. I allowed myself to get best use of my mug. I do still love diet colas, so me choosing not to have it regularly isn't because I don't like it, it's just I choose to have a clean fast. While on vacation, I just gave myself the flexibility to enjoy the Coke Zero. It was very hot in Florida. We spent a lot of time poolside, walking around, and I enjoyed having Coke Zero while I was fasting when I normally wouldn't do that. Why is greater flexibility on vacation important to me? There are a number of reasons. Number one, variety. I need variety so that I can mentally and physically keep up with the fasting lifestyle. If I did the same thing every single day, day in, day out, it's gonna be boring and it's not gonna be sustainable. Variety, including on my vacations, is going to help me to really love fasting. And that's linked to number 2. I want to enjoy the fasting lifestyle. I don't want to feel like it's a prison sentence, and I definitely don't on a regular basis. But when I can go on vacation and do everything that's available to me, regardless if it's morning, if it's evening, if it happened within my planned eating window, I'm going to be able to enjoy that lifestyle so much more than if I'm like, well, I know we're at Disney Springs right now, but my eating window was this morning so that I could eat breakfast. I'm not going to enjoy that lifestyle. Being on vacation is all about a break from your normal day-to-day, and I want that to include my eating windows. I want to be able to live it up. You guys know that. Number 3, I understand that what I do on a regular basis is so much more important than what I do on a one-off basis. I don't constantly live in a state of vacation. I mean, who wouldn't love that? But I don't. So if what I do on a regular basis, the 18-hour minimum, the clean fast, is what I do day in and day out, having breaks from that isn't going to be my normal. So I'm not worried that having shorter fasts and longer eating windows is going to ruin anything. Regularly, I get my 18-hour fast minimum. Regularly, I do a clean fast. So if I do something different and more relaxed on vacation, I know that's not going to mess up what I do on a regular, normal basis. And finally, number 4, I don't have FOMO. I don't want to go on vacation to a spot that I've never been and may never return again, and 10 years later be thinking of what I didn't do. I want to think of all the memories of what I enjoyed and what I did do there. And for me personally, a lot of that is based around food. I love experiences that include food. I like trying new things. Even as silly as going to the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, they had fun foods that you could only eat at that party at Magic Kingdom on certain nights. And I wanted to be a part of that. So when they had the tater tots with the crumbled bratwurst and the onion relish and sriracha sauce, that sounded so good to me, and it was good. And guess what? I don't have the FOMO that, well, I wanted to eat that, but it wasn't in my eating window, so I passed up on it. I would be thinking of that a long time from now when I think of the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party if I chose not to participate because it wasn't in my eating window. Vacations are meant to have fun, to participate, and I don't want FOMO. And when I have a more relaxed approach, I won't have FOMO. Last time I went to Disney and I broke my normal schedule of fasting, you guys wanted to know results. I did weigh myself right before I left, and I weighed myself when I got home, and I was 2 pounds higher. Did that stress me out? Absolutely not. I have been fasting regularly since I got home. I weighed myself to confirm, and I am no longer 2 pounds higher. A few days back to my normal OMAD, and things are looking good. So I talked a lot about flexibility and enjoying my eating windows and doing things differently. I had everything from a 14-hour and 15-minute fast to a 28.5-hour fast. And if you want to see exactly what my fast and my eating windows look like, you can check out this playlist of what I ate in a day while we were at Disney every single day, 8 days in a row. So go check it out, enjoy the video, and thank you so much for watching. Ciao, and ciao.